Hey, everybody. We are at NADA. I'm sitting here with Mark May, a guy, tremendous authority on warranties, extending them, making F&I simple and easy. And the funny thing was, he just told me he's the easiest guy to work with in the industry. And I've checked out a couple references, and they tend to agree. Obviously, we see our buddy Gary Silman, another guy that's been on being a giant Staples easy button, just making it easy, working sales off your phone. And let's face it, if you're not dialing your technology into your phone today, just go home. Just go home. And of course, we've got Michael Larkin, who's like the Wizard of Oz. He's behind the curtain, furiously moving the levers.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Hey, Darren, now he tells you before they rook you into seeing Wicked, not realizing there was a sequel. They know how to get your money, right? Hey, Garrett, it's like the old drug dealers in your neighborhood. The first taste is always free. Let's get you hooked first.
It's called the drip. But I'm glad that I get to talk to you guys when you're at the NADA. Brave souls trying to get down there. Poor people that had to go through all the crap. I'm sitting here in Connecticut. It's nice and warm in my office, and I'm sitting in the showroom. So I look forward to hearing what Mark has to say, because Mark's cool. Mark does some really good stuff. He's been in the industry for a while. So let me put Mark on so we can.
Go ahead, Mark. Let us tell everybody a little bit about
Give us the skinny.
Give us the skinny on you, pal.
It's hard for a chubby guy to give skinny on anything, but here we go. Let's try it. So a little about me. Started in the car business back in 2000, fresh out of high school, and loved the business so much, wanted to try to figure out how to maneuver my way up or out, one of the two. That was really my only two options. So we worked our way up, and then, of course, eventually got onto the warranty side. And what we've learned over the last 15 or so years of being on the warranty side is that when a dealer asks you, can you do something, it doesn't really matter what the question is. The answer just needs to be yes. So how do we become yes men, but also how do we protect? We got to protect the investments. We got to protect the business. We got to protect the integrity. And, of course, we have to take care of the client, the person driving the vehicle. So over the last few years, what we've noticed is a humongous shift in what we do, which is we've literally been leveraging our sales training on the front end side. How do we connect with our salespeople who are actually selling the vehicle? They're introducing themselves to the clients. How do we do fact finding, needs analysis? How do we build a rapport in 5 minutes, so to speak, where that customer is comfortable enough where they're basically divulging information, almost like a white collared bartender is what we're calling ourselves, because we need them to open up to us so we can meet the needs. And then we've also started to kind of discover that, we are the brand. As a salesperson, you are the brand. So we're teaching our salespeople to leverage the fact that people are going to do business with them because they like them, because they are there at that dealership. The dealer's spending thousands of dollars in marketing, but what is the salesperson doing for themselves to build their own brand and build their own business? And what happens is when we start really, the preacher in me, I grew up in the church world, so I tend to use words like love and hug and stuff.
Well, hold on. So, would you like me to pass the collection plate while we're
yeah,
might as well make some profit on
let's go ahead and sell some prayer cloths while we're at it, But if you just learn to really love on people genuinely with no ulterior motive, what ends up happening is the byproduct is success. It's just really that simple. And when a dealer starts really dumping resources and attention into the salespeople and kind of loving on his own salespeople, then the byproduct of that is also sales. And so even though we gravitate where our revenue comes from is the warranty portfolios, we've learned that we don't hardly focus on warranties that much. We focus on loving on the people and the communities that they're in, and really teaching them how to become their own brand. And the byproduct is that our portfolios always perform. It's really just that simple.
That's awesome, because that's exactly, we're seeing the transition, and the dealers that are learning to cater to their customers are going to be the ones that are going to lead, and they're going to win. And that's awesome. So, it seems that's why we gravitated towards each other, because you taught common sense. And it's common sense. There's no magic. It's doing good. And I always love listening to you, Mark. So it's great. I hope you guys get a chance to go to the House of Blues tonight. I mean, I know Larry's a musician, but I don't know how many dates Larry has tonight between now and tomorrow before he leaves.
We're gonna figure that out. Don't worry about it.
That's right. We did. I should have brought my guitar.
But Mike, do you have any questions for Mark?
I got a question for you, Mark.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Thank you. Likewise.
Yeah, in your experience and your travels, what do you think is the biggest pain point that you see in the industry overall? And then, if you were the king of the world, what would be that solution?
There's a couple of ideas that come to mind, but I think maybe because I've just been talking about it a lot lately, the biggest pain point that I see, and I'm probably going to step on a few toes, and if a couple of dealer friends of mine hear me say this, they might call me here in a minute. But what I see and what I notice is the biggest hiccup is that there's always a disconnect from the salesperson to the sales manager to the F&I office. And when you have a team of all three, because those are three very specific departments and three very specific personalities, and they all three have to work together very well, and they just really have to be cohesive. And when you get a team of those three departments that all work together very well, like a family, basically like a family, how do we connect together? Nobody's going to act like they're better than the other. We're all going to just put our arms around each other and figure this thing out together. I feel like that 90% of the dealership's issues can go away just by everybody learning how to work together.
And realizing they need each other. How symbiotic the relationship is.
Man, that's huge. Symbiotic, yeah. I will definitely concur with that. That, to me, that's probably the biggest pain point. So if I was a dealer, now granted, if I ever had a chance to buy a dealership and I did this and it flopped, then I would definitely eat my words on this. But if I was a dealer, I think probably what I would do is put together training curriculums and pay plans that reflect exactly that. How do we all work together? How do we all get paid off the entire pot? And how do we all figure out how to win so everybody can make a good living and just have a good relationship with one another? So, because that's going to bleed into the relationships with their clients. It's just that simple. So that would probably be my initial thought off that. And there's other pain points out there that we can kind of dissect as we dig a little deeper.
You said in terms of pain points, you met this crazy guy at NADA, but I digress.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Yeah, and you haven't even gotten to the bar yet.
That's right.
After hanging with me, he may need a few step drinks, Gary. You.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's preaching, Mark. So I like hearing you talk because it's common sense and it's doing right by each other. And we've lost it, and now we're looking for it back, and it's great to see. It's a struggle, but there's good ones that definitely want to do things the right way and build a good brand. And those are who we want to lead and work with and help them build their brands. And hopefully the bad actors can stop making a bad name for the industry.
Hey, Gary, besides, if there's no struggle, there's no sense of achievement once you get what you're trying to do.
Hey, all we're doing is just changing the way we used to be pen and paper, pencil and paper. We did handshakes. Now it's just a phone. Everybody's got their own personal computer right on their hip that you want it to be secure. There it is. It's your phone. It's your information. It's secure. So we know how to do it. We just need willing cooperation. But, hey, if you guys need to get back to the show and get back at it, we appreciate you guys taking a few minutes. Say hello to all the people.
Gary, why don't we wrap it and do this again? Do a part 2 when we're not in the maelstrom of the show, and this way we can really stretch out on these and put more ideas together. How's that sound?
Sounds like a wonderful time.
We wish you guys the best everything, and we're signing out from NADA in New Orleans.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye.